I did that. That was horrible. Okay, you guys, we're going to listen to this interview.
Olandria, welcome to Sorry We're Cyrus. I love getting to say that. Brandy gets to do all the fun stuff. And so unless you guys have been living under a rock, you absolutely know who Olandria is. And if you have been, she's actually been on this last season of Love Island. And so welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I'm so excited for you to be here. And no, everything, like, I just started out on TikTok, and I'm a TikToker, so I've been seeing all the clips and saw you on Kiki, who I love, and just been watching all the things, and you are just so cute, and like, I feel like you are one of those people right now that people are just so obsessed with, like, because I really do, like, just see all the comments, all are so positive about, and I'm going to be honest, I haven't seen this season of Love Ellen yet. I've just seen all the clips, but I feel like everybody really just loved who you were on the show. So, and that's not always easy to do. So,
it's not.
Yeah.
At all.
And so, fellow Southern girl.
Yeah. Alabama, homegrown.
Homegrown. You're from Decatur?
Yeah.
Okay, I know people from Decatur.
Oh, wow.
Oh yes, and I'm from Eastern Kentucky, but then moved to Nashville.
Okay, yeah, Nashville's right there by Decatur.
So close.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be professional and use my questions. So if you hate any of them, it's Kelsey.
Want the fastest working GLP-1 for half the price?
Now, I had already watched this once, so I thought I wouldn't have to do these fucking commercials, but
a lot. How does
it seems like it's making me redo the commercials.
Olandria compared to LA Olandria?
Ooh, let's see. Alabama, Olandria. Less glamorous, I guess. More down. I'm not gonna say more down to earth because I'm down to earth regardless of where I go. I don't know. Back at home, I'm just more laid back. I'm just more myself. I feel like in LA and Houston, I'm more polished. I feel like I have to sit upright and be this girl.
Yeah, that dress, curly tails.
Face card. Back home, I get to relax. I get to just be me. I get to be ugly. I don't have to have all glam on. I get to just be my natural self. And even bask in my natural accent. I feel like I code switch a lot, even in the village. I was like, okay, where's the accent at? As soon as my mom came, country as a pumpkin.
Oh, my
country bumpkin came out. I was like, oh God, my mask fell.
Like, girl, Molly literally will be around me for an hour.
Miley
like,
looks just like her mama, you guys.
Like, I'm Southern. It's so crazy. Anything that's around me, it just comes out.
Yeah.
But I've actually,
she does look so good all the time.
Like, everybody would be like, where is your accent from? And like, look at me like so insane.
Yeah.
And so I would try that too, is like, I would try to talk all proper.
Yep.
And my kids were like, Mom, no. Like, don't do that. That does not sound right.
That's so funny.
So finally I just embraced it.
Yeah. I need to do that.
You do. And honestly, I've found, because I was always very like paranoid about it. Like, oh my gosh, like, because people would look at me like I was so country. But I found now that people really do love it.
Yeah.
And it just makes us who we are.
No, for sure.
I embrace
mine a lot more.
Yeah.
Like in the villa, people probably looked at me like, I don't know, when you think of like a country accent in Southern Belle, you don't really think of people as like, I guess, bright. People always
I always say this.
Underestimate us because we're the country. I'm like, oh, I'm educated too.
Oh, it's like always.
Yeah.
I was going to say that, and then I didn't.
Switch so much.
I always am like, I feel like people look at me like I'm not smart.
Yeah, same. No, same.
Totally. But now I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I got to let it go. And I have, and it's been, honestly, only the last probably few years that I've really been comfortable in it.
I need to do that immediately.
Yeah.
Actually.
Can you talk a little bit about how you feel growing up Southern shaped you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, made you, just who you are?
Yeah. Growing up in the country, I just truly feel like, I don't know, just like people that come from the South, come from the countryside, are more down to earth. I feel like I meet people where they are. Never really look down on people ever. Always allow myself to be in someone else's shoes and see things from their perspective and just respect it however they moved. I don't know. I just really feel like being from the countryside truly made me value and have morals versus the city people, not to be shady.
No, I know.
Because just being raised in Alabama and moving to Houston right after I graduated, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so much different from
Yeah,
the city
share
girls.
the videos out, you guys.
I just don't get it. The way they live, I don't get it. Maybe the way I live, I just don't get it. But it's like, I don't know. I just like, I have morals. I have all these beautiful things. And it's like, their life is way more faster. They kind of take more pride into like materialistic things. I was like, okay, I appreciate the smaller things actually. Like, you know, when it comes to dating, just small gestures like opening my car door. Being a gentleman, they don't really care about many things like that. It's like, as long as you have the funds, that's what gets them, going. It's like, that doesn't really work for me. Small town country girl, open my door, buy me a flower or two, stand on the right side of the street. I just value things such as things like that. I truly feel like me growing up in the countryside truly made me that type of woman,
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
I'm the exact same way.
Yeah.
And I do feel like, honestly, that's probably why you stood out on the show in so many ways and how people really connected to you.
Yeah.
Like how you treated other people. And because I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Especially because when
Okay, so we're simulcasting here on TikTok and here on YouTube. Go ahead and smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. If you're on LRGA Curves YouTube, thanks for being here. This is Miley Cyrus's mama, y'all. She has a podcast called Sorry We're Cyrus, and she has none other than Olandria on her couch today. And we are super Nicolandria fans over here. I am a Love Island stan. One of our fellow Curvies did it to me. She's like, girl, get off of Housewives. Come over to Love Island so you can calm down. And then it's been nothing but chaos, but I love it. So because I am simulcasting on YouTube, I will be chatting in various times. But go ahead, smash the button, share this out. We're going to get to this interview. And then later on, as soon as the Watch What Happens live episode drops, we're going to watch that also. So make sure you have your notifications on, whether you're in the TikTok or whether you're in the YouTube. Thanks again for coming through. Let's get back to this interview. And isn't Olandria gorgeous, you guys? Her style, her poise, her character, her morals, her grace all exude, and we're here for it.
first moved out here too, like it was really hard for me to make friends, and like I just didn't love all the same things that the people I met here were doing. And so, but I'm so, like, I talk about it all the time. Like, I'm so glad I was raised in the South.
Yeah.
There just is something special about, and I feel like that never leaves you.
Right.
Like, for me, I feel like I'm the exact same person. Not like, of course, I think I've grown a lot. Like, once I had to move out here and I started managing Molly, I was pretty young.
Yeah.
And so I think I grew in those ways. But, like, at my core, I think I'm the exact same person.
Same. Literally.
Yeah. I know. And keep that, I mean, honestly, I think it's what makes you really special.
No, for sure.
And
she
the
is
other
special.
thing we relate to is, like, I am so close to my girls, and I saw that you brought your mom on the show.
Yeah.
And how was that?
That is my girl. Just seeing my mom, honestly, all my walls dropped immediately. The accent came out. I was bubbly. Mind you, prior to that, I was just so down in the dumps. I felt drained on the show, just emotionally, physically, spiritually drained. So seeing my mom, someone I know that supported me and going hard for me behind the scenes, I'm just like, I can breathe. I can be myself.
Absolutely.
Accent came out immediately. I was just all giggly and bubbly. Like, she truly brightens up my day.
Yay, moms.
That's how I'm with my girls. Like, they're my best
Everybody
friends.
call your mom if she's here.
Yeah.
And I feel like even Molly was on the show about probably a month ago.
Yeah.
And a lot of the fans were saying, oh my gosh, this is the most we've seen Molly just be Molly and so long, because she's with her mom and sister. And her accent was rolling.
I love it.
I do love Miley Cyrus,
she's
y'all.
more of an accent, I think, than any of my kids. It's so funny. But her and I are together so much.
Yeah.
Like, it just wears off on her.
Oh.
Did your mom like being on the show?
She was so paranoid. She was like, I'm just not photogenic. I'm like, girl, I have cameras on me all day, every day. So I'm in the villa, not even knowing if the angles look good. I'm like, I don't even know if I even, you can't think about things like that. You just gotta just be in the moment. So once we started talking, and she just forgot about the cameras, and it was just me and her,
Yeah.
You could see that she started getting a little comfortable. But she was in her head a lot when she first started talking.
I think, it still freaks me out. Like, I don't love being on camera for all those reasons.
Yeah.
But you do get used to it.
You do.
And I just thought you guys were so cute together.
Yeah.
And her body is like popping. She's having fun.
That's my girl.
Can be.
That's my girl.
So, your questions are so funny. Okay, give a favorite Southern food.
Country fried steak.
Country fried steak?
Yeah.
I love country fried steak.
Yeah.
Or a favorite Southern saying.
I don't know.
You know what? I don't know if I have one either.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, do you feel like your Southern charm spiced up the villa? Like, did people treat you differently? Were you the only Southern girl on?
From the South.
South?
When I think of the South, I think of what? Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee, things like
Kentucky.
Sure. You know what?
She says sure.
I'm from Eastern Kentucky.
Okay. Sure, Kentucky. So I would say like the deep South, like yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. The only one. It's so funny because when I watched episode 1 back of the show, and I just heard myself, I'm like, ew, like I am that country. It was so bad. It was so bad.
I like to listen to myself.
Scared
and I'm
me.
like, it scares me. But then I'm just like, I don't even care anymore.
Oh my
But I'm
goodness.
old. It took me a long time to get here.
Oh my gosh.
We just had the longest day of podcasting.
She looked
was
just like her
such a long
daughter.
day. It was really, really fun. But now I'm just feeling like I need to rest and just chill. And one of my favorite things lately that has really been helping me, not only with physical wellness, but also mental wellness,
Years.
How to keep your hair
Okay,
looking like you
so
just
we triggered a
left the salon at
commercial.
all
No
times.
problem.
I've been spending so much time
No
planning a
problem.
perfect blowout, only for it to end up.
I was like, you know what? I was at a rough spot with my job. I was like, you know what? I'm stressed. I'm depressed all the time. I don't have kids. I don't even have pets. But it's like, why am I even putting myself through this? I was like, you know what? I'm going to find a loophole, go on the show. And if everything works out, I'm going to have like a brighter future for myself, you know?
Yeah.
I just stepped out on faith and did it. Because the first 2 years, I was too scared to. I was tunnel vision, you know? Because like, growing up with a single parent household, I was always so focused, always super, super scared to fail. So I was like, you know what? I have a great job. I have a college degree. Let me just stick to this route. I know I will always be safe. And just knowing that potentially stepping on a show could potentially make me lose my job. Because sometimes it doesn't always align. Because dating shows are tricky, you know, with the pricey challenges and the clips. And it was very big this year. So I'm like, thank God I had a great office. And my manager was very, like, okay with me going and very supportive of it. But I knew, like, stepping out on faith and doing that, I could possibly, like, lose, like, it can change my whole life completely. So thank goodness I did it. I, you know, prayed to God about it. I was like, you know what, God, if it's for me to do this next year, which is 2025, put it back on my list and I keep my summer plans open. Like, I'm not planning anything. Because last year they called me to fly out, but I was in Thailand to celebrate my birthday. So this year, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna, you know, plan any plans. I'm gonna keep my schedule open. They called. I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm taking this risk. Seeing what happens to me, I'm gonna keep God first and just see like if it's gonna change my life for the better. Thank goodness I did it, because look at me now.
Totally. That was another thing. I was wondering if your faith had like really played into that, because us Southern girls, we love God.
100%.
And like we let Him guide us in so many ways.
Yep.
And so I was wondering if like how you even made the decision to do that. And it sounds like that's how.
Yeah, prayed about it. I even asked my mom for permission. Mind you, I'm 27 years old. Like, that's how I'm such a, like, when it comes to me making decisions, I'm always trying to see, like, how it affects everyone around me, like my parents, my siblings. I'm always putting their feelings and their thoughts before mine.
Yep.
So before I even decided to say yes to the show, like, Mommy, like, what do you think? I was like, here's the bright side, but obviously some negative connotations that goes along with it if it doesn't go right. But she was like, I believe in you. Like, the woman that I raised, I know you're not going to go in there being crazy, being wild, but when it comes to challenges, show your ass. Like, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but outside of that, remember who you are and who I raised you to be. And I took that with me and I just prayed on it. And yeah.
Wow.
Mama's going to be sitting up pretty good here soon.
It's pretty amazing that you were going through, like, the stress and kind of depression and everything, and this just kept coming into your life.
Yep.
And it now, of course, like, it went so well.
Yeah.
It's definitely life-changing in such a positive way.
100%.
It's amazing. I love that. Yeah, that's really awesome. Had you watched older seasons of Love Island?
I only got a chance to watch season 6. And yeah, even with me watching, I'm like, oh, can you really see yourself going there doing that? That's why I have to tell my mom, like, watch a few episodes and see, like, if you could see your daughter be on that show. Obviously, my mom and dad wasn't a big fan. He was like, really, a dating show? Like, really? But now he's like, I'm so proud of you. You held your own. You stay true to you. You remember your values, your morals as a woman.
Exactly.
I'm like, thank goodness I did it, because it tested me in so many ways.
I'm sure.
But yeah.
It's funny. My husband,
Sorry.
his niece was on Love Island, Australia.
No way.
Yeah, she was.
That's awesome.
And it's so funny. It's so, like, I was watching her on it, and I was like, I can't even imagine. I would be so nervous.
I was nervous.
It would be so crazy. I always wonder how people make decisions to go on the dating shows. And
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thanks for asking. People are interacting. She does look so good. Messy, we are watching the interview that just dropped this morning, 3 hours ago, on Sorry We're Cyrus podcast. You see this right here? Sorry We're Cyrus podcast. This is Miley Cyrus's mother. She has a podcast. She's talking to Olandria solo, because a lot of Olandria's interviews have been with other people. So this is going to be actually my first time hearing a solo interview from Olandria from Love Island USA season 7 runner-up. And but yeah, that's a great question. I do want to give props so she can get her actual views. Actually, let me give her a sub real quick. Can't just be using people's stuff and not subbing to it and telling people where I got it. Give credit where credit is due. Sorry We're Cyrus is where you can go watch this, rewatch it, and get what you missed, okay?
I feel like some people are truly looking for love, and
Yeah.
probably some aren't. Like, did you feel like you really were going there to see if you found your person?
100%. This is why
You're
I
welcome,
probably
Messy.
got so, like, not so hurt during the season, but, like, I've been, prior to the show, I was single for 5 years. I only had one boyfriend. Had my first boyfriend in college. And that's me being the intentional person that I am. I always say I date to marry. I'm a very intentional person. Wasn't having much luck in Houston. City boys are just not my thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, what I need from a man, they just don't have for me. At least the ones that I came across. I'm not going to write them all off.
Well, yes, and like man.
Yes.
That's what you're looking for, a man.
Chivalry, you know?
Yes.
In my generation, chivalry seems like it's dead. I need someone like to open doors, get me flowers, like do manly things.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And also lead. How can I be submissive to a guy that's not doing those things?
Totally.
You know? So yes, I was truly going on Love Island to love. Silly, yes. You really going to date show and really find love? Well, yes, I did. You know what I mean?
Totally, yeah.
So yes, I really was.
I believe that that's totally possible, because I mean, we've seen it happen, so many times on shows like this. And I mean, honestly, it seems like a great way to actually meet someone and
For sure.
be able to spend enough time with them to actually know their values and know who they are.
Exactly.
So, were you really nervous? Like, what was it like?
I'm
when
going to follow
first
you back
walked in the
later,
door for
Messy.
the first time?
And
Was
High
it-
Vibration Goddess.
It was a mixture of
Soon as I get off here.
excitement, nervousness, because you don't even know how the guys are gonna look.
Be fearless.
So far,
Change
this is
is
a
good.
really cute interview.
I don't really care if I sleep too much.
So far, this is a really good interview. Yeah, anybody who follows me over here on the TikTok, I'm going to follow you back. And over here on YouTube, make sure you're smashing that like button. Thanks for coming through.
Everything.
No, I
Just
thought
like,
you all saying that.
You know, like
I
I better be you. You know,
Seriously.
I know looks is not everything, but it's like I have to enjoy looking at you too.
What sign are you? Are you
a Gemini?
I thought she was a Taurus for
Really?
sure.
I'm a Gemini.
Are you late May?
Yeah, May 29th.
Oh, you're so on the cusp.
She's a
She has
cusper.
a lot of Taurus.
Yeah, that's a lot of
She does.
Taurus.
My daughter
She
Brandy's a
didn't,
Gemini.
she didn't strike me
Oh,
Gemini.
She's later too. Like, I just feel like so many things you're saying.
Yeah.
It's such a Taurus thing. So, did you bond with everyone in the villa? Like,
I did.
And did you make like real friendships?
I did. I bonded with everybody. Like literally, people will tell you. Like I'm watching old podcasts back from people that got dumped from the island early. They will literally say I'm the heart of the villa, the mom of the villa, the therapist. Like, cause I'm a big sister. I'm a big sis of 6. So it's like I always. Take
Are you
people
really?
Yeah. I'm always taking people under my wing, even when people are feeling left out or feeling alone. Like I'm always that person that's going up to them, making them feel seen for the first time. Like me and Austin, one of the guys on the show, built a great bond. Because I saw he was like kind of like, I'm not gonna say left out from the group activities with the guys. I'm like, you know what? I see you. What's your story? Like, we just bonded off of that, and I will do mental check-ins with them every day, and we just built this great bond. So I was really like that with everybody.
That's
Checking in
amazing.
with everybody.
I feel like
Being a
we have
therapist.
so much in common. I feel like I'm that way too.
Yeah.
I'm like that with, and maybe that's just from being Southern and kind
Yeah.
of everybody knows everybody. And
Right.
It's just a thing.
I love it.
Is there anything that you would change about the experience?
100%. I wish I was more selfish in the beginning. I was always, even when it came, like I said prior to coming on the show, I will always, before I make a decision, always think about how would it affect everyone around me? Parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, grandparents, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Never really thought to
Ancestors.
myself. So even coming to the villa, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be open-minded. I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna be that. And it's like,
Here,
I
let me
forgot to
invite
be
you again,
selfish
Elle.
in the beginning. Decided to be selfish the last week, and I'm not gonna say it was too late, but I'm glad that I did. You know.
Totally.
So yeah,
I just started therapy, and she's just teaching me that right now. I'm serious.
it's so hard.
It is hard, and because my mom was always like that as well, like just teaching me to put, other people's
Yeah.
feelings,
Exactly.
kind of before yours. And I think I've always done that too. And I really think it just like recently I've kind of learned that sometimes you do have to look out for yourself.
You do, because no one else is gonna look.
I know. And I, for years, just did not comprehend that.
Yeah.
But now, as an old lady, better late than never, though. So,
Exactly.
were there any moments the cameras didn't show that you would have loved for the audience to see and their perspective on it?
Yeah. I actually have personality. I'm more than just a therapist. I'm more than just a stern woman, that knows what she wants. I'm actually funny too. Like, I wish they would have showed more of my personality, because I would like to think that I'm a well-rounded individual.
Right.
And I truly wish the world got to see that.
Oh, wow, yeah. I mean, because you seem so chill and
Yeah, exactly. And everyone thinks like I'm just this strict woman that knows what she wants. I'm like, okay, yes, that too. But I do like to giggle. I do like to laugh. I do like to
Totally.
like I do have those qualities too. I wish y'all got to see that.
But I also think probably, I don't know how many girls were much younger, but I know on a lot of the shows, like Dom's niece, very young. And at 27, I feel like you're starting to grow into who you are.
Yeah.
You kind of know more who you are and what you want and your values,
Yeah.
all of that.
No, for
So I'm sure that came into play a lot.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of funny because even when I was in my early 20s, I've always felt like I knew what I wanted. Truly, being the oldest of six, I truly feel like being a big sister, my childhood experiences matured me overly young. So I was always mature for my age, always. It's just like I'm just 27 now. But
Yeah.
the same things that I wanted at 27, I think I definitely wanted at 20.
Wow.
21.
That's amazing.
I
Yeah.
always did with intention. Always, always, always. Which is why I waited so long to have a boyfriend. I was like, you know what? High school, I'm okay.
That's
My
amazing.
mom was a teen mom. My parents had me in the 10th grade, so I grew up with my parents.
Wow.
Yeah, my parents are 43 years old.
Wow.
And I'm 3 years away from being 30. So,
Now, are your parents still together?
no.
They're divorced. And does your mom still lives in Alabama, right?
Both my parents do.
Oh, they both do. And then you were already away from your mom in Houston, right? And living in Houston. So, okay. So I was going to say, I was wondering how she was feeling about all this. And you leaving home, but you already
Yeah,
did that.
I already did
So, what's your favorite thing about your time on the show?
Building my relationship with Shelly, my soul sister.
Cute.
She's so cute. I love her. So
You all seem to have a great relationship. Yeah.
amazing relationship.
She's
That's my girl.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you guys will be friends forever.
Oh, for sure. She is not gonna get rid of me.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, I'm stuck with her.
And if I were going to be living in a villa and on a show like that, I would definitely need a friend like
No,
that.
for sure.
Because it seems like, I mean, what we see is all the fun and games and all the things, but I'm sure like being there as long as you are, and it has to be exhausting.
Oh, it was.
Mentally, physically, all of it.
Yeah, we both just confided in each other. We literally walked into the villa together.
Wow.
Literally, the first album is there. It's for the first two.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
That was my girl through and through.
And where's Shelly from?
She is originally from Miami.
And she is.
Yes, I want to say. Yeah, but she spent some time in New York as well.
So, how is it now, like, re-entering the real world post-show? Is it tough?
Oh, it's so tough. Like, literally, I went into the villa. Mind you, I wasn't a big content creator or anything like that. I literally worked in the elevator industry as a normal woman with a college degree, a normal 9 to 5, 13K followers on Instagram, and I literally came out of the villa with 1 million followers. whoa, literally, my face is plastered everywhere. I cannot even.
Yeah, you're everywhere, girl.
I could not get to social media without seeing me. So I'm like, okay, how do I deal with this new reality? Small town girl from Alabama, literally, like, the first of my family to go to college and all these things, was like the first to be a freaking celebrity in my family.
Seriously.
How do I navigate this craziness, So at first I was overwhelmed. You might be seeing me in the few days after the show, we went to Disneyland. I was like, I didn't even realize I had social anxiety until after the villa. And I'm like, this is crazy. I was thinking to myself, like, Olandria, your life will never go back to being the same.
No.
This is your new reality. Figure it out. You got to learn how to navigate that and just make peace with it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Honestly, I remember when that happened with Molly. Yeah. We were actually at Universal, which is just really close. And I think Hannah Montana had aired 2 days before, and we were just like normal people waiting in line for the roller coaster.
Yeah.
And the roller coaster comes in, and all the kids on the roller coaster started screaming.
I would have been one of those
and
kids.
We were all like, what's happening? And it was like, after that, I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
They're changing.
Yeah.
So it's going to be so different.
Mm-hmm.
Were you scared of how your family or friends would react to anything that they saw on the show? I'm sure that.
Yeah, a little bit. Even though, outside of challenges, I held my own. I always remember my core values and who I was as a woman. But, obviously, in those challenges, I'm like, okay, did I take it too far? Did I do too much? So that's one of the first things that I asked my mom, is the family proud of me? Are you proud of me? She's like, baby, everyone's so proud of you. I always value the opinions of my family because I hold them near and dear to my heart. Literally, they hold me on such a high pedestal as a kid. I was an honor roll student. Was the best of the best all the time. So it's
all the time.
Me doing the show was so out of the ordinary for me because I was so I walked a straight line when it came to So this is the first time that I ever just stepped out of my comfort zone and do something that I wanted to do, even though it was kind of uncomfortable for me.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I was so scared to see what they were going to think, but they were so proud of me.
Yeah, because I feel like when I watch those shows, so many of the girls already are trying to be influencers and don't
Me
have
too,
normal
Messy.
jobs, and
I was a normal girl.
And
Thanks,
you were
Valentine.
just living life in Houston, working, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's so cool. And because when you're coming from that place, you're doing it for all the right reasons, So, wow.
Agreed.
I guess the biggest culture shock leaving the villa was that you are very famous.
Yes. It's so crazy because even when I started my job 3 years ago, I would always joke with my coworkers, I'm not going to be alone. I'm going to be famous. I'm going to be famous. And they're just oh, what you going to do? OnlyFans? Fucking
Totally.
men. I'm like, well, no, but I'm going to be famous. And they're like, well, famous what? I'm like, because I'm pretty.
Today is broken. We're all working on too many disconnected apps, and it's killing team productivity.
They're like, oh, you're joking.
That's hilarious. They said, what you gonna do? OnlyFans? She said, no. They said, how you gonna be famous? She said, because I'm pretty. That's right. And like Messy said, we love when you talk your ish, Olandria. We love it. Get the edges together, okay, of the people, because your face is tea, your body is tea, you're the melanated Barbie of the century. You are doing a renaissance of blackness, of black beauty. It's so empowering. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about how she is upping the ante on loving a black woman and that. I just love it. I just love it. And I appreciate it. So you guys make sure you smash the button, sharing the video, and let's get back to this interview on Sorry We're Cyrus with Olandria.
Since you were little.
Literally, I wanted to always be a model as a kid. I was so obsessed with Tyra Banks, so obsessed with Naomi Campbell. Used to watch Next Top Model all the freaking time. Between that and Disney Channel, I will flip the channels back and forth, whichever one goes on.
Ella, yeah, let's make that. We're gonna make that a sound.
But going to the mirror, smiles at myself, smile with my eyes and practice my face. And obviously, my mom raising 3 beautiful young girls, she didn't have the funds to put me through a modeling agency and things like that. So it's you know what? Put that on the back burner. My mom always pushed education. So I was you know what? I'm going to go to college as a backup plan. I'm going to be a model. I don't know, So as a kid, I kind of lost sight of it because being from a small town in Alabama, what connections do you have as far as modeling? So for a minute, there was a distant memory for me. So after college, I went to the elevator industry ended up doing that for 3 years, but I would literally be on the Teams call looking at my picture and be like, oh, you're not supposed to be here, Olandria. Literally, it's like a glam shot. I'm like, girl, this is selling elevator parts. This is cool. But it's like, this is not your reality. Like, it has to be something bigger than this. So when Love Island called this year, I'm like, you know what? I'm scared, but I'm taking it. Wow. Thank goodness
Milo,
I
no.
did. Because
Over here.
I
Over
think
here.
I'm finally
Over
my
here.
mom
You are on your way.
Yeah, I'm well on my way.
Go.
Really
Your
super
mom's
excited
there.
about
That's
it.
the thing about those shows is they really do like people. You become famous overnight. I mean, it's really crazy.
Yeah,
Brandy and I talk about it a lot.
really?
Yeah, it's just like people like they feel like they know you.
Yes.
It's very like kind of with Miley, like even from Hannah Montana, they felt like they knew her.
Mhm.
And when people do that, I mean, you just get fans forever.
Yeah, I love that though.
Really do. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And with those shows, it just blows you up so fast.
Uh-huh.
It's awesome.
Agreed.
And so, did you and Nick watch this season back together?
No.
No, I wouldn't. Either.
I don't really want to, if I'm being honest. It's like, I kind of know what happened. I don't want no show or no episodes telling me what happened. Like, no, that didn't quite happen like that, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to, like, my perception, I'm good with the perception I have of the show. I truly feel like me watching that show back is just gonna, I don't know.
It would freak me out.
Yeah, and I already hate even looking at videos of me talking. So a whole show of me just talking, like, ew.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode, I'm like, ew, this is so cringy. What is this? But I do need to watch at least a few episodes before the reunion.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's true. It would be hard to watch back, I think. Really hard.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like things happen a certain way and
Yep.
then the producers produce it a different way and like you're just probably like, oh wait, that actually didn't happen quite like that. But that would be hard for me.
yeah.
And I don't know if you can talk about this, but has your family met Nick yet?
Yes, my mom. Well, my mom has. When she came to Family Day,
Yeah.
she met Nick and his mom and his sister.
And is she
She loves him. Literally, every time she calls me, "Where's my son-in-law at?" I'm like, oh, too soon. But he's right here. Yeah, she really, really likes Nick, and it's crazy because no guy has ever met my mom. Even the guy I was with 3 years never met my mom. So Nick is the first guy to ever meet my mom.
Oh, and
Yeah.
that's so good. She likes him.
She likes him.
Because I'm like, I know with Molly, like it's so important that, you know, and I was the same thing with my mom.
Yeah.
My mom had to love my boys,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, I just trusted my mom so much.
Exactly.
And respected her opinion so much. I love this question for you because now that I know that you're meant to be like famous and a model, what is your 2025 pinch me career goal?
Career goal. Let me see. Definitely something with modeling. I don't know. I need to have a breakthrough with that. I would love to meet Naomi Campbell for sure. For sure. That's my girl. She's so beautiful.
She is absolutely stunning. Molly just did a video with her.
Aww.
And it's called Every Girl You've Ever Loved.
Yeah.
It's her and Naomi.
I love it.
And Molly just said she was the greatest person ever.
Yeah.
Just fell in love with her.
She's so pretty.
She's stunning.
Literally, I probably would freeze if I'm ever in her presence.
I'm like, girl.
I'm not even kidding.
She does not age. She is absolutely sheer perfection.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, so do you like modeling or acting or?
According to Twitter, I'm such a bad actress. I cannot act to save my life. I would definitely have to get in some classes.
And so modeling is kind of where you're headed.
Modeling is something I really want to do.
I love
I
that.
just want to fulfill that. Something I've wanted since I was young. So
Oh my
being able to do that now with the big platform that I have, it's only right that I try to take that.
And now's the time.
Yeah,
For
sure.
You're really smoking hot right now because you're everywhere. So I feel like any agency's gonna,
Yeah.
you know, look at you right
No,
now.
for sure.
Because it's, you know, it's also a tough business. But
Yeah.
So did you and Nick have an instant connection?
Les Schwab changed the tire game more than 70
This
years
is going
ago.
good so far.
We still believe you should get more from less.
All right. So night one, I did kiss him. Attraction was there. I love what I saw physically. And night two, apparently he kissed me. I didn't know that till like the very end last week.
Okay.
Yes, so I would like to say instant connection. I felt like it was instant. We would have coupled up sooner. But attraction was there on both sides. But me being from the deep, deep South and being from Alabama with very traditional values and If you get what I mean.
Totally.
Although I liked what I saw, I didn't really know if Nick liked what he saw. You get what I'm saying?
Totally.
And some guys that don't look like me, they don't mind being physical with you, but actually valuing you as a woman,
Totally.
actually taking to the next level and being in a relationship with you and marrying you is something totally different.
Totally.
You know, so dating outside of my race have always scared me because it's like, am I a fetish to you? Are you fetishizing me? Like, I never know. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, I would have never.
I'm so like finicky when it comes to that. So it's like, you know what? Let me see if you truly value me. Show me that you really want to be with somebody like me. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So like, I don't know. I was always kind of iffy. I knew he would always pick me for challenges. Any chance Nick ever got to kiss me, he took that chance. But then it played into like the physical part. Like, do you just physically like get into with me,
Right.
or do you really want to get in? The whole time he was studying me from afar. Like watching the small clips back of him yearning for me, I was like, oh, I wish I would have seen this in the villa. You know.
You know what, you guys? It's worth it watching it with this way with you guys. And I just got hit with the thing though, because I'm not talking enough between this unoriginal content and me. So I'm not altering this enough by engaging with you guys. So I did just get hit with a thingamabob. So I do need to stop this more. And even for my YouTube, it's been like 32 minutes and I've only said 4 words. So I need to participate with the algorithm gods. And what do you guys think of the interview so far? I think it's great. I'm with you, L the Bell over here. Yes, we love that last question, right? What did it say? We love that you didn't see it sometimes, Olandria. Yeah, we love that too. And oh my God, yeah, that was a big deal. Everybody was like, oh, she doesn't realize that Nick likes her because she's black and he's white. And that is something to consider, whether or not you're a fetish to a bona fide racist. Cough, cough, Janae. Janae ended up being a full-on fetish to Kenny, and he was using a fetish to, okay, fine, my appeal didn't get approved because they said, look, they already, I have been fighting with them in the background because they said, since I'm just reproducing this content, so I appealed it and they were like, no, you didn't talk enough for the last 32 minutes. So now I'm going to chop it up a little bit and talk for a minute or two and hopefully get back in their good graces. But everybody was saying that was probably why she missed. What everybody at home saw was that he was yearning for Olandria. Every time he looked at Olandria, people got butterflies in their belly. You could like literally feel Nick's yearning for Olandria. And in that movie people made of the clips, the 2-hour movie, of just all the glances, all the wishes, all the stares, the way he cared for her, but he never disrespected Sierra to me. People are very upset with Nick right now that they're saying Nick is exactly like Taylor, and I don't believe it. Because to me, the only reason that Nick finally got with Olandria was because the option of Sierra was off the table. Whereas I feel like Taylor still had the option of Olandria in his grasp and was using it and stringing her along. From what we saw as a viewer, it looked like he was playing 2 sides to the middle, because he would go to Olandria and be like, oh yeah, I'm exploring both you guys. And then he would go to Clark and be like, oh yeah, I broke up with her. And then he would go back to Olandria right before a thing and be like, yeah, well, I'm really still, considering both you guys. And then he would get in front of the people and be like, I picked Clark. So that is not the same as Nick being with Sierra in a version of Closed Off that he did not look happy or engaged in. Nick did not look happy with Sierra. And I don't feel like he was using Sierra to his own end. I feel like he felt like he owed it to Sierra, because Sierra gave Nick what he wanted, which was physical attention. Olandria couldn't give it to him. Bella couldn't give it to him. None of the others was mounting him and sex magic in his ass, except for Sierra. And he came into the villa talking about, my love language is touch, and she was doing all the touching. She came in, she said, I'm coming to get Nick. That's my man. Mounted his ass, kissed him, felt him up, did all the physical things that he needed satisfied to get his attention, but the emotional connection was never there with Nick and Sierra. It was all physical. And it was a lot of her pushing up on him. He accepted it because he's a man and that's his love language, yeah. But I don't feel like she was intellectually or heartstring connecting to Nick the way that even in his mind he was already connected to Olandria from what we see of the clips. You know what I mean? Nick was willing to see things through with Sierra since O seemed stuck on Tay also. Yeah, I'll take that also. And but when both of them didn't have anybody after being strung along, she was strung along by Taylor. Sierra was not strung along by Nick. Nick was doing as much as he could with that for as long as he could with that. Now, the whole, why'd you kick Jeremiah out if you only had 2 connections? Hey, look, Nick only technically had 2 connections, Bella and Sierra, and they left him alone. I wonder if that came up at the reunion. But I don't know that he was laying in wait. Girls, on the panel, let's talk for a second because this restriction is making me crazy. We only have like 15 minutes left anyway. Elle, Natalie, Baby Jane, High Vibration. Any of you goddesses have any thoughts on this so far?
Yeah, another thing with Nick was like in his like original, like when they first come on, he was like he likes a chase. He doesn't really like it when girls like him back like that. So Sierra kind of came in and made it a little too easy, and I feel like that also played a part in that as well.
Yeah, that's an excellent observation, Baby Jane. I appreciate your contribution. High Vibration or Natalie or Elle, you have anything?
I do. This interview is wonderful.
Right on.
Olandria is authentic, warm, funny. Like, I mean, like she's just such like a doll, really. Just a delight. And the more she talks, the more she interviews, it just makes her better. I don't know, you know, like sometimes when people talk too much, when they're interviewing a lot, like, you know, they slip up, they're bound to say, say something to turn people off. It just makes her better.
Yeah.
And Miley's mom is asking all of the right questions. Like, and I think this also speaks to the caliber of, I don't know if talent is the right word, but I think sometimes when you have shows like Love Island, people can hold the cast members, even when they come out, into a certain level of like access or fame or celebrity level. Like they're almost like capped. Yeah. But I feel like the sincerity, her approach, her thoughtfulness in the questions that she's even asking to Olandria, it just shows that she is reaching and tapping into a different level. Yeah. Of celebrity. Yeah. And maybe it's because raising Miley. And Miley went through a lot, from Hannah Montana. Remember, she did the thing with the man in the striped suit, and she was twerking on the man on stage so she could break out of Hannah Montana. And then she was shunned, and then she was loved, and then she sat on a wrecking ball. You know what I mean? So for this to be Miley Cyrus's mom and her actually have the deepness to understand that, hey, there's even more than what the people are seeing. You know what I mean? I think that might play into it a little bit. Because these are excellent questions. I haven't, and they're not overtly like, well, is it because you're black? But it has to do with that nuance. You know what I mean? I liked it. And the questions are very simple questions. Like there's nothing that's like thought-provoking, but the questions allow Olandria to really showcase who she is. And that is a person with deep intellect, high emotional intelligence, a lot of self-awareness, clarity, just kindness, and just like an overall beautiful person. So I love it. I was getting tired of like a lot of the the other interviews that tend to just be a bit more like playful because it's Love Island, you know?
Right, right.
But I'm enjoying it.
Me too. Natalie or High Vibration, before I restart, do you have any thoughts?
Yes, the point with Nick and Olandria being a great connection, I also feel that in the beginning, Nick said he wants to take care of somebody. Sierra slipped up was when Sierra wanted to be in control and not allow Nick to be masculine. And Nick just played along because I think he sensed Sierra had ulterior motives. Because Sierra always talked about, you know, like, she's always being in control. She wants to do this. She wants to do that. When Nick is with Olandria, Olandria allows Nick to be in control. And Nick's always asking her, what are you feeling? How do you feel about this? And when Olandria would answer, that's when he gathered more information. That's how they got more mental connection than anything before physical, because Nick always checked in on her, and Nick was always the dominant. And Olandria was the feminine.
Yeah.
That's how their connection grew stronger than anything physical that Sierra was doing.
Oh my gosh, I'm glad you touched on that. I have a friend who says that this is a good example of how women have to be soft for men to be men. But it's not just soft and man, it's feminine and masculine. And Olandria's courage to literally say on TV, I've had to be masculine, acknowledge her role as a masculine feminine because of her situations, and then to explore and desire to be feminine it's letting go of the strong black woman. It's letting go of the I got it all. It's letting go of, you know what I mean? So many things that as black women, we've had these labels put on us. We don't want them. I don't want to be strong all the time. I want to cry too, but I'm not going to cry because I don't feel like anybody gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
And you always saw Nick always led Olandria.
Yes.
Nick always reached out his hand, and Nick was always in the lead.
Yes.
Even
so
with
beautiful.
Those little things, Nick was always the leader, the male.
And
but
I think
Sierra, she's the one that kept grabbing him and pushing him towards this way and that way.
Amaya does the same thing. Amaya's very like, get over
and look
here.
At how's that going?
Yes, exactly. I feel like for me in my own personal relationship, I've been married for like since I'm with my husband in '96, y'all. Some of you probably wasn't even born yet, but yeah, I met him in '96, and I do masculine, feminine, and I'm recognizing I need to be in my own soft girl era within my relationship, because I do so much all the time for all the whole people that it's easy to slip into, oh, I got it. Just because even in a family, you have to have things. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's still, yeah, but there's still like a balance that I need to allow to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate her example and her courage for bringing up this phenomenon in the Black experience as womanhood. Natalie, you have anything?
Yeah. Hello, Cornell. So, I'm watching from the Caribbean. I'm actually watching from St. Lucia. I watched the entire Love Island show for the first time. And it's just simple. Watching from the Caribbean and being a Black woman and having to be submissive to men, I can totally resonate with Olandria. From the first day she walked into that villa, I picked up that she was into Nick. She was more into Nick than she was into Taylor. So when and I also picked up that Nick was into her. So if you go back and watch that first episode, which I did 100 times, you can see when Bella went over to Nick and picked Nick, his face was like, okay. But when Olandria came over and she said, hey, Cream, and she tried to pick him, he really thought she was going to pick him. You could see it on his face that he really wanted Olandria to pick him. So when she picked Taylor, his face just like something just break down in him.
Yeah.
This is a perfect interview. I've watched all the interviews with her until me. Sorry, mom really hits everything on the nail correct. And she's asking the perfect question. She's asking me, she's asking questions that align with a black woman.
Yes.
And it shows that it allow us to align with Andrea, with Olandria, and how she really feels, and then we can get a sense of how black women are being looked at and how we see ourselves. Because not only in the U.S., in the Caribbean, I can align with Olandria. I'm a daughter of six as well, a family of six, and we always have to be strong. Like we always have to be there for our younger sisters, our siblings. We have to like put ourselves out there. So we always have our guards up as black women, and it's just as simple as what Olandria said. She just knows if she has to be submissive, it is worth being submissive too. So Nick allow her to be the feminine woman that she really earned to be. Because after all, that's what she came on the show for. She said she don't want to be this masculine person. She don't want to be the one to have to push everything. She wants someone to take care of her. And Nick did say that he wants to take care of a woman. But Sierra, on the other hand, now just threw herself at him. So he just went along with the ride, knowing very well at the back of his mind that his number one lady was Olandria.
Yes. And I love that we're all in agreement that this is an excellent representation of blackness, of love, how she composes herself. It's so opposite of like what we're fed. And I love that we're appreciating it, because I have been of the mind that we need more black excellence for real, and not this like fake black excellence where you can still see both my ass cheeks all the time. In my mentality, you know what I mean? It's fine to see my ass cheek, but in my mentality, she's showing us that she has way more than just her ass cheeks, is what I'm trying to say. So, okay, you guys, I'm going to start this video back. Hopefully the algorithm will forgive us. Thanks for hanging in here.
You know what I mean?
And you don't get to see any of that.
I don't. And I felt literally like coming out of the villa and seeing those clips and seeing people to be like, Olandria, wake up. Like, your man is right there. I'm like, I did not see this. I don't know how it's like watching the clips. It looked like it's so obvious. I don't know. I guess I was in La La Land in the villa, but he did it from afar. Like when I'm looking off to someone else, he's staring at me, studying me, or having side conversations like, what is Olandria like? Like trying to figure me out. So it's like I'm not physically or like I'm not there to hear that stuff.
Right.
You know? But just watching it back now, I was like, dang, this man truly studied me until he was ready for me. He knew he had to put on his big boy britches and be as grown man that I needed him to be. And I feel like with the other guys, I intimidated them because I knew what I wanted. I was very stern.
I would think you would be intimidating to
to a lot of them. And he was the only one that was willing to step up to the plate. But he stepped up once he was ready. Because in the beginning, I truly feel like if we would have coupled up early on, I would have been like, oh, I'm good off Nick. Like, he is just too childish for me. So I think our story played out the way it should have. He, watched me for weeks, learned what I like, matured within those few weeks, and became the man that I needed him to be to, make this thing work. So, yeah.
Very similar to my husband now. He always says he didn't grow up until he met me.
Aww.
That was like 4 years ago. But yeah, and even with my husband, like I was shocked at like he never texted me.
Mm-hmm.
He always called me. And
yeah.
I was always like, oh my God, Dom's calling. And I would be like so weirded out by it.
Yeah.
Be like, that's what people are supposed to
Right. That's old school.
Really?
Yeah.
Like I was like, I figured you'd just text. And
yeah.
No, he was like, that's rude. Like I'm respectful.
I like that.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
Because I had never really encountered that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, those things are so important.
Yeah.
Would you ever do another reality show?
Not a dating.
Not a dating.
No.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
It seems like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
How long were you there? Like how many?
I left my place May 12th. 2 months, but I was on the show, I think 5 to 6 weeks.
Wow.
So imagine like being disconnected from the world, your family, your friends. You don't know nothing We didn't even know how big the show was. We didn't know anything. Nicolandria was a thing since day 2, and I never freaking knew. I never knew.
I am cracking up. Nicolandria.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That is so crazy because you don't have your phone.
Yeah.
And then, like, you don't, that is so crazy.
Yeah.
Like, how does anyone end up coupling up? I'm like, I would be so insecure. I'm so insecure.
You literally only have people's, like, word. Like, whatever they tell you, you just have to believe what they tell you. Because what else do you have? You have no resources. You don't see their confessional tapes. You don't hear side conversations that they have in private with other Islanders. It's like, whatever they tell you to your face is all you have to go off of. That was me. So watching the shit back, I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know you felt that way. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I feel stupid.
Oh my God.
But it's like, while you're there, you don't know these things. Like, the viewers get to watch the confessional tapes. They get to see those side conversations. But then you get on the internet like, oh, she's so dumb. She's this and she's that. I'm like, well, if I knew what you knew, you think I would really be putting myself through this shit? Like, come on.
Huh.
Let's think for a second.
Exactly.
Is this thing on? Come on. I knew I was before that show. It's like, I always had options. One thing about me, always had options. So,
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Just
putting that out there.
I cannot believe y'all survive without your phones. Especially,
I can't believe I survived without my phone.
It would be so weird. I love it.
But the peace of mind that it brought is like, dang, do I even need a phone anymore?
Huh.
Miley just just went to Hawaii, and she said, I ended up not going. I was supposed to go and didn't go. But she said, before she left, she called me and she said, hey, Mama, I just want to tell you I'm going on digital detox for like this next 10 days.
Yeah.
I mean, on somebody else's phone. It can take me. Mm-hmm. And she said,
that's a good idea. Digital detox.
Medication for $50. It all starts with Rose Free and.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
That she was like, I did not look at my phone for 10 days, and it was amazing.
Yeah, that's how we felt 5-6 weeks. Not having any pressure from the public.
Totally.
Outside opinions don't matter. It's just your opinion and your thoughts. That's it. And it was honestly the most at peace I've been. Even with the drama going on in the villa, I truly value like how at peace I was at the same time.
Wow.
Just me and my thoughts.
That's awesome.
Literally.
No way. That's effed up, making it fun.
Yeah, now. Because it makes sense business-wise. I do plan to move here within the next month or two. He's from Miami.
Oh, he's from Miami.
Yeah, but he does live here.
He lives here.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been here quite a bit lately.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like it?
I like it. I visited for the first time in 2020 and I hated it. It was during COVID. Strict laws. I'm like, oh my God, do people have fun here? Like what?
Actually, LA is a little weird. I personally am not going out on the town, but from what I hear, like LA's kind of hard. Like it's not I don't think it's a big party, like stay out till.
It's like you have to truly know people. Private parties is what is big here.
That's what I've heard. Yeah. Like clubs and stuff, like it's so different here.
Yeah.
It's not what people think. Mm-hmm. And I do find it like my daughter Brandy, she had a really hard time making friends here, like really hard time. Mm-hmm. And she moved back to Nashville. Mm-hmm. But I personally love LA.
Yeah. And
as a Southern girl that loves the Lord, you can still have fun in LA. I love LA and everything about it. So yeah, I love it. I can never imagine living anywhere else now.
Oh wow!
Yeah, really.
I feel that way once I move on.
It's the weather too. It just makes you happy.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a great question. The Bell. She's been manifesting, you guys. She's a lesson in manifestation. We heard her say that she was sitting at the job talking about, I don't belong here selling these elevators. She was like, I'm going to be famous. She's like, I want to be a model. I want to go to Europe. She speaks her word and makes it so. She said when she got out of the villa that she saw that painted by Esther, a famous makeup artist who does Dochi. She does name a black actress, name a black starlet. She's beating their face. She's called Painted by Esther. I'll show you after the video. And she said after the villa, she saw that Painted by Esther had liked how she did her makeup. And she's like, oh my God, we should collaborate. And Painted by Esther followed her around yesterday for her first press day and did every makeup look she did personally. And now if you go to Painted by Esther's Instagram page, you know how they have the little highlights under your name. There's a highlight for Doechii. There's a highlight for Rihanna. There's a highlight for Sierra. There's a highlight for Olandria, you guys. Okay? So it's another thing that she's manifested because she's in her manifesting era. Just like we can all be, focus, intention, speak your word, talk about what it is you want, and watch the magic happen.
Like it's never like the South, and especially like Nashville gets so much rain and all that. And LA is just always sunny and happy.
I love it.
I love it too. And like with what you want to do, it's the place to be for sure.
No, for sure. It makes the most sense.
It does. Okay, so we're gonna play something called the boring game.
Ooh.
It used to be much more fun. It was called Truth or Toke because I used to smoke a lot of pot.
Oh.
And I'm not doing that anymore. So
Big ups to you.
Somebody
Proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is kind of like just a speed round.
Okay.
Like nothing deep.
Mm.
What's your go-to coffee drink or order?
I don't even drink coffee. I'm a hot chocolate girl. I'll put that in a mug and act like it.
Love it. Me too. I
hate coffee.
My assistant is going, they are so alive.
Yeah.
I do drink coffee, but
Nope.
give me a hot chocolate any day
Yeah.
before. What's the most used emoji in your texts?
Probably the laughing emoji.
Yeah, me too. Which islander was the messiest and had the messiest room?
The messy. Oh, like dirty.
Yeah.
Probably Nick. He was always pissing on it. Apparently, he was always pissing on the toilets
Oh my.
in the bathrooms. I'm just like, yeah, we gotta fix that.
Who's your? Oh, well, I already know your closest friend from the island.
Shelly.
Yeah. What's Nick's worst habit and best habit?
Worst habit. Not knowing how to aim in the toilet seat.
Exactly.
Aim in the toilet. You said, and best habit?
Yeah.
The ability to make people laugh and brighten people's day. For sure.
That's cute.
Yeah.
But he's adorable.
Oh, yeah. He's so cute.
Really, really cute. The One Love Island challenge that you'd never do.
The
again.
milk,
The milk challenge.
of course.
Oh, what was that?
So the guys will literally have to get these cow udders and put milk in their mouth and then spit it in our mouth, in the girl's mouth, and we spit it into the bucket. And after that, we draw a question. We have a question on the bucket, and whoever we pick for that the answer to be, we dump it on them. So spit a bucket full spit.
Yuck!
And it was real milk. We stunk so bad.
That sounds horrible.
Flies was obsessed with us. They were flying around.
That is
It was
horrible.
Disgusting.
That was
That's
more
gross.
like what's it? Not so. Yeah.
That was a humiliation
laughter.
ritual.
They gotta do what? Spit it in our mouth.
That sounds terrible.
I already hate milk. So I'm like,
Ugh.
ew.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Have any celebs slid into your DMs?
Of course.
Okay. Anybody you can tell or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Who would play you in a movie version of your Love Island
Oh,
season?
that's a good question.
Who'll play me?
Naomi. Naomi, of course.
You know what? Yeah. Naomi, my
Or
girl.
Tara, yeah.
But she's so old.
What is,
You can
we
play her
already know,
young.
already know this question from talking to you. Your dream job is probably
Coco.
modeling. Okay. Most romantic thing Nick has done for you since leaving the show?
Since leaving the show. It's so crazy because my supporters have been finding my old tweets. It is the weirdest thing. There was girl, the witch,
invisible
was it Salem
thread.
Witch Trials was here? Girl, you've been burned already, at the stake.
It's crazy, right?
Oh my gosh. It is so insane how much I just spoke over my life in the past few years and how everything is coming to fruition now. Wow. So I always said oh, I wanted to go to Disneyland and all these things, made that happen immediately. Never been to Europe. He made sure I was a part of his campaign trips where it's paid for. I was able to go to Europe for the first time and went to Greece. He's so intentional. It is insane.
That's
He
amazing.
listens and he acts immediately. Mind you, we've only been coupled up for 2 or 3 weeks. And he's marked off so many things on my list already.
Oh my.
Frizzy hair.
Oh my gosh.
You probably have curly
So
hair that needs some
they
TLC.
said that
So I
Nick
had wavy
made it
hair that was
official.
dying damage from
Their first few weeks of dating each other.
They said the Instagram last night that Nick posted from Watch What Happens Live Green Room, where he says, he's singing a song and he's like, hold on, he's lip syncing a song and it says, hold on just a minute, my girl is calling. And then she comes out and they're like, oh, he just launched his official relationship with Olandria. I was like, is that how you do it these days? I don't know.
I'm like, oh my goodness, no man has ever in my 27 years has shown me this much consistency and You know, just seeing that. I just feel so seen with him. You know,
It's amazing.
yeah. So
Beautiful.
I feel like that's rare these days.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like,
and he's only 24. So I'm like, oh my gosh,
wow.
24 years old.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He's an old soul.
He knew I wanted to be a model, so the first 2 campaigns we shot was people that he's worked with in the past. He made sure I was part of those campaigns to start getting my foot in the door as far as modeling.
Okay,
And
this
those
guy's a
pictures
keeper.
blew up so much to where like so many people was reaching out to me and like noticing me. We got like 2 Vogue shout outs and like Teen Vogue.
Oh my gosh.
It's become so big, and it's like I wouldn't have been in this position if it wasn't for this guy that was able to like put me in this position. You know what I mean?
Totally.
I love it.
That's amazing. And honestly, I love a man who like wants his woman to fly and be, you know, like some men are so intimidated by strong women. Totally.
Instead of being intimidated, he's like intrigued.
Amazing.
Like, you're such a mystery to me. I want to find out, like, figure out who you are, you know?
Totally. My husband's the same way. He literally is like always pushing me to be my best self.
Same with Nick.
And that's just not like, that was something I was not used to.
Same.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so with all the fame, do you like it? Do you find it hard? And do people, like your friends, like, do they treat you different, or are they just so excited for you?
Yeah, my friends are very excited. They literally was texting me right before. They're like, oh, when are you going home? We miss you. Like, we just want to talk to you. I'm like, I just don't have the time in the day. Like, I'm trying to find friends and family. It is so hard. I'm always so tired.
I bet.
So tired. I feel so guilty because it's like, I'm so used to just being on the phone for hours when it comes to family and friends. It's like now I barely even have time to send a few text messages a day to them.
I bet.
You know? But they support me wholeheartedly. They literally ran my social media accounts, fought off all the trolls. They did everything. Literally, I owe them so much. You know?
Are your friends mostly in Alabama or Houston or both?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool that they ran your social media and
Yeah,
stuff.
they did.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I was telling you before we started rolling, I just remember Molly in the beginning, you know, like how busy you are. Like you honestly tell people, like, I literally don't even have time to do a few texts. That is real.
Yeah.
Like, it is so crazy when you are coming off a show like this and promoting, and you have to do it while it's big and while it's out there. Like, you have to take advantage.
Can't drag your feet.
No, you got to take advantage of the momentum, and it is like 24/7.
It is.
Hard.
My mom literally saying, like, when do you come to Alabama? We just want to see you. Like, stay for a week or two. I'm like, I don't even have a few days to give you. Like,
Totally.
and I feel so bad. It's like, I want to go home.
Yeah.
I miss touching grass. I miss looking at the trees. Yep. Looking at the fields. I don't know. I just miss looking at
I bet.
and being around it. I just feel so grounded when I'm at home. And it's like, Mama, it's so big. My life is so busy right now. I can't even tell you when I'll be able to come to Alabama.
Yeah.
Like, at all. Right now.
Wow.
Like, it'd probably be easy for her to just fly to wherever I am.
Exactly. That's what I figured.
My life is that busy.
Totally. Yeah. Wow. Well, congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much.
And we do a thing called DRMT, Mama Tish.
Oh.
And the stoners, that's our listeners. The stoners will write in and ask for my advice.
Okay.
Or they'll call in. This was just a write-in, right? Okay. DRMT, please help. My best friend is engaged to a man that I think is absolutely terrible for her.
I don't know what's wrong
He
with
doesn't
it.
do anything in
I don't want you guys to have
just
to look
think
at
that
me.
they are a terrible match, and that if she marries him, she'll regret it. I do my best to express my thoughts with her, and she is actually very receptive and doesn't get defensive at all, which tells me
This thing
she's
is
aware that I'm
frozen.
right. That she has no plans of leaving him and recently set their wedding date for next summer. What do I do? Do I keep pushing her to leave at 26? I mean, like, honestly, I think that's really hard. When you love somebody and they're your close friend, I feel like I would want so bad to stop them from making mistakes.
Great.
But even like that I had to learn with my own kids is like you have to let them grow up and make the right and wrong decisions.
Right.
It wants it like this.
So
now.
for me, I think if you push too hard and it could really affect her relationship with her friend. And what I'll say, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and you guys will still be friends. But I feel like if you push too hard, it can push her away.
Yep.
Right?
I agree.
Yeah.
Wholeheartedly.
And it seems like she's already told her how she feels and all those good things. And I'm sure if this girl, being 26, deep down, she probably knows the truth. But I think that's all you can do.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Nah.
that was an excellent interview with Olandria. I think it's over. On YouTube, thanks for hanging in there with me. The freaking battery saver came on and wouldn't let me fix the orientation.
In the earlier stages, I would literally like force my friends to take my advice. Like, this is what's best for you. Like, don't do anything else. Do this.
Totally.
And the more I did that, the more I pushed them in the other direction. Just kind of how you said it.
Totally.
You know, so it's like, you know what? I would drive myself crazy because they wouldn't take my advice. Like, this man's not good for you. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? But it's like, until I got in a relationship with my own self, it's like, love is so blinding. It is so, it's so scary. It feels so great, but it can hurt so damn bad at the same time. So, like, with me being, like, a late bloomer and not getting my first boyfriend until I was 19 years old in college, it's like, damn. Just, when I was with that guy, I was with him for 3 years. You're so surprised at what all you will let slide because you love somebody so deep. And it really gave me a different outlook on how my friends did with their past situations in the past. It's like, dang, I shouldn't have gave them more grace. You know, they give me so much grace, you know. So, I've gotten to the point where, like, you know what, I will offer my advice. It's up to you to take that advice.
Totally.
We're all grown as hell.
Yep.
It's like, you know what, if you want to bump your head at 26, bump your head at 26.
Totally.
I'll be here to pick you up again.
Exactly.
And that's all it is.
That's what I've learned too.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of like you. I'm like, can you not see? Like,
literally.
And then it's just finally like, you can only do so much and they're going to do what they're going to do anyway. But like you said, then you're there to pick them up.
Exactly.
So I love that. Yeah. This was so fun.
I love it.
I love it.
Great.
I feel like she's my first Southern guest. I know. It's so awesome.
I love it.
Exactly. And I cannot wait to watch you soar because you're going to. I really believe that.
You think?
I'm really excited for you.
Okay, you guys. So that was a very excellent interview on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and close this out because it's tripping. Thanks for coming through.